Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. GoCode Media is an amazing YouTube channel where I try to create amazing YouTube tutorials. As you can see, free quality tutorials, a very quality detailed explanations where I try as much as possible to explain not just what I'm doing but why I'm doing it. I believe this is one of the main things that is lacking in so many YouTube tutorials, and a lot of people want to explain just their code. They don't really explain why they are doing certain things, which I believe is very important, so that people will not just do some sort of code along. I believe there must be some sort of why, explanation for why, and people understand the logic behind certain codes. Let's go. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I promise it's going to be one of the best subscriptions you ever made in your life. So briefly about myself, I'm Sulaiman, and of course I'm also a self-learner just like most people. But being self-learner is not a problem, but how much are you learning and what are the challenges you've been facing? How can you overcome it? But that is a topic for another day, where we'll be discussing some challenges that you're going to face if you want to teach yourself and stuff like that. I pretty much start learning how to do web development for the past 2 to 3 years now. I've been learning a lot from here and there. But as I said earlier, there's still this main problem with most programmers. They just believe that everybody understands what they are doing and they just write some codes. And of course, everybody is trying their best, but I really want to do that very differently in this channel, where you can learn the reason behind why things are done in certain way and not a certain way. So let's jump right there, and I'm going to show you my website, GoCode Media. As you can see, it has a lot of amazing features, and let's just go for it. Now we are launching. Today is the day. Today is very important. I'll be discussing mainly about setting up your development area, like getting your browser. Don't forget, it's vertically free for you to just start. Because what do you need? You need just your browser. You can use Google Chrome, you can use Safari, you can use Mozilla. Maybe I wouldn't recommend anything close to Internet Explorer, because it's really old, and most code, if not, might not even work because they're not really backward compatible, except maybe starting from IE8 and stuff like that. But we're not going to waste a lot of time on that. For me personally, I prefer Google Chrome because it's just very nice. It has like a very nice what's it called, development area, this console.log and sources and everything, and I've been using it for the past couple of for almost 1 year, 2 years now, mainly as my development environment. But don't just let us waste most of our time today on that. Let's just jump right there. So what do you need as a text editor? You need two basic things to just start coding. Of course, Notepad we do, and Notepad++ too we do. But the fact remains that those are really old, and I don't know who still use them today. But trust me, I think you can do better. And luckily enough for us, Microsoft have developed this amazing IDE. It's called Visual Studio Code. This is it that I actually opened already. It's really amazing because it has tons of features. You can add a lot of extensions, you can customize, you can do a lot. And I'm going to try to quickly explain most of the important things, like for you to just keep starting. For you to just start and just keep jumping right there and just start coding. So let's do it. So as I said, you need your browser. Yes, that is done already, and you just go to the same browser. You can just like type download Visual Studio Code, not Visual Studio, that is another IDE. So it is Visual Studio Code. As you can see, it's free, completely free. It's open source, and it's also cross-platform. That means it works on Mac, on Linux, on Windows. It works it's simply cross-platform. So just go for it and just choose your development environment, whether you're using Windows or you're using Linux or Mac, then just download it. I'm sure a lot of people, there is nobody that is done, of course, watching this YouTube tutorial that I'm doing now. You know how to install a software, so I wouldn't want to waste my time on that. And also, I've already done that before, so just download. But I think if I have time, I would like to do something also for Windows, because it have some little bit differences for Windows, like you can associate some files, like you can open the file directly from Explorer, and it's really cool also there. But I think I might do something for that later, but just let's jump right there. So basically you just go and you go set up your you go set up your Visual Studio Code platform. I'll quickly jump around and I will show you certain things. Just let us remove all these. I'll delete it so that we can start all from the beginning. Yes, good. So that's it. So you go just your normal file, you edit. These are just normal in all kind of like software desktop applications. But if you see here, this is for you to open and close your files and your folders. You can go and let's say you had a folder, you can add a folder to this workspace. This is the workspace. You can add a folder. So but maybe we just create a folder first. So I will go to my document, for example. So I will try to go to web dev, YouTube. Yeah, good. So I will call this like introduction or something. So intro video. Good. So then I can open it straight from Visual Studio Code now. So let's go back to Visual Studio Code and just open it. Open a folder to workspace. Then I go there, I go to web dev, then I go here. Of course I come here and I come here. So now we've added that successfully. Let me close this, we'll go back to that later. So what next to do? Just go click on it and just like maybe create a file. Let's say index.html, for example. Okay, let me put it in small letters. Sorry, index.html. Yeah, I would explain this kind of file extension in another video, but this is just an HTML file. As you can see, it ends in HTML. I can also create some CSS files. I will explain also what the CSS and everything is all about and what they are actually used for, but that's not what we are doing in this tutorial. So there's something called Emmet and IntelliSense. That's one of the key selling points for Visual Studio Code. For example, I can just press my exclamation mark. You can see it give me some like prediction. That is IntelliSense, and it come with Emmet. Like Emmet come directly with Visual Studio Code. Just press Tab from your computer, from your keyboard. Tab, and you see what happened. It's like a magic, but it's not a magic. You can see it gives us the HTML boilerplate. It has the basic head, the body, and HTML everything. So let's just, for example, put heading 1, H1, for example. You can see this is Emmet. This is what I was saying, Emmet abbreviation. It comes right together just with the VS Code. So you don't need to set up anything. It's already there. So I will just press my tab again to complete the code. You see what happened. Let's say, starting new video, for example, Control S. So that will take us to some of the extension I would like us to know about in this short introduction. For example, how do you get to the extension panel? You just go here, the fourth one, click extension. So as I was telling you, you can see there's a lot of different kind of extensions for you to make this super cool, customizable, and everything for yourself. But first, let's start with live server. So I'll search for live server. Yeah, that is it, live server. So this one with, there's a lot of different live server, but is this one with this color pink and stuff like that. So you can, of course, I've already installed it. You can just install. Sometime after you finish installing it, you ask it to reload. You just press reload there. Yes, and it's okay. So I've installed it already. I will not install it again. So I will just go back to my index.html. Then I will right click. You can see open with live server. So you see what happened now in the right window. It just opened it straight away. So what does it do and why do we really need to use it? For example, let me assume I change something here like new video today or something. Just change something. Just Control S and save. See what happened. That's it. I don't have to come here and do reload, and that's just, it's an old style. Nobody does that again, at least as far as I know. So if you really want to make your work really fast, so just go like that and your life is very easy. So that is about live server. I'll quickly show you something because some people have some problem. So that's why we will go to our setting here. So you can see I opened this at the beginning. Let me just close this. So let me close this so that you can be bigger. So this is just a bunch of JSON file. You see, you can edit the editor tab size. I can actually create another video, hopefully, just to just explain all this, but this is just a bunch of JSON file. And you can just search, let's say we want to search something about the editor itself. You can see it shows me anything that is about editor. Then I can just copy and paste all this, put it here, and just change it to my default setting. I mean, to my personalized setting. You can see you can change the trailing white space. You can just, it's very easy to understand. You just put it here. For example, I've changed that my tab size should be 2, my word wrap should be on, because I don't want to be typing. Let me go back to here. I don't want to be typing, then everything just spill over. It doesn't, then we have to start scrolling. That is why I have that feature there. But the one I really want to show you now is about the live server. For example, some people have problem with this. I will show you that they will have this 5505 error. So when you install live server, the default port is 5500, as you can see. I can maybe put this in my link in the description later, but yeah, let's see. So for me, you can easily change it so that it just use available port, because of course your computer has this is local host and stuff like that. So you just take the available one. So if you put it at 0, that's why I did this one like this. So you just take any available one. It's not restricted to 550. And if you go there, you can see it took 557 whatever. So that's that. So in case you have that problem, just come here. Let me show you again. Setting, you click it, then you just put this live server. You can even search it from here. I'm not very sure. Live server. You can see live server. Then what do you want to change? Port and something. Live server. Then setting. Then port. Then here you are. So that's it. So you can see you can change it to anything that you want. So that is it. So I've changed it. This was the default. I've changed it to 0. So that's all about that. So let me quickly talk about the second extension that I would like you to know about. So that is peer bracket colorizer. If you go there, shoot bracket colorizer. Yes. Bracket per color. You can see it gives this amazing color for different kind of like bracket, as you can see, because sometimes you have a lot of nested elements inside each other, and before you know, everything is just so messy and you don't even know what bracket belong to what bracket, which one is the opening of one bracket, which one is the closing. So this actually solves this problem, and I'll quickly show you an example. Let me go here, and we have, let's say, maybe let me just create some kind of JavaScript file. So let's assume I create if something, let's say A equals B or something, then create something just like that. Then I have another if statement. So let's say if A equals to X, for example, then do this. So you can see there is this kind of color changing. You know what is what. This one belongs to this one, this belongs to this one. And did you observe when I saved, something happened? That's going to be our next extension. It's auto format. You can see. So let's search for Prettier. So the name of the extension is Prettier. And what does it do? It actually auto formats your code. You can just install it. That's what it does. Then the fourth extension, amazing cool extension for you to set up your workspace, is autocomplete. Sorry, is tag, yes, auto close tag and stuff like that. Auto close tag, yes. So what does it do? It just closes your opening tag. For example, let's come here. If I should type, let me put, let's say H1 for example. You can see it closes it automatically. So that's what it does. So rename, let me put auto rename. So you can see this auto rename. Let's assume I want to change this to like H5 for example. If I just put 5, it changes also from the closing one. So that's what it does. So autocomplete tag, we've talked about that. Yes, autocomplete tag also help you to complete your tag, as you can see. Combine the function of auto close tag and auto rename tag. So this one, I think everything comes together: auto complete tag, auto close tag, and auto rename. So, but I will try to put the link to all these amazing and cool extensions in the description of this video. I hope you've really enjoyed this video so far. Please go subscribe, click the subscribe button down, and just also remember to put your notification on, so that we can both grow together and we can both learn together and build an amazing channel together. And before you know, we are all learning. Thank you for stopping by. Check out for some new amazing videos some other time. And remember, the sky is not the limit, but your starting point for you to become an amazing and professional web developer. See you and thank you. Check out my other videos. Look out for it.